This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy Midshipmen. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Bowling Green Falcons, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Navy Midshipmen. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Falcons offense will have the football first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him, and I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Falcons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Falcons will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. The Midshipman offense makes its way onto the field for their first possession of the game. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the 2nd level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. You're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches, and let's get our star running back into the 2nd level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the 2nd level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Makes the grab close to the logo. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Quickly to the tight end. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Pine. Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. And the Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Garcia. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On first down from the 13-yard line. Quarterback keeper. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now they'll run the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Oklahoma was able to ride away on that Sooner schooner with the win, but not necessarily without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking to pass, it's Horvath. Pucks it out of the air. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Navy! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, running back gets to give. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Line getting set on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hogan. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Garcia. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hogan. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Scanning the field, it's Pine. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Bowling Green. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Hodges. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Sends it back in motion. He slings it deep to the left. Pulls it in down the sideline. Finds some room. The 20. He's at the touchdown, midshipman. Once he got some room, it was over.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Catch in the middle, it's Garcia. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Dropping back, it's Pine. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Now on 2nd down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Fears the pressure. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Annapolis. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the hallowed grounds of the U.S. Naval Academy.
The Falcons will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Trying to set the tone with the run. Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down and still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Kent. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. He'll keep it himself. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Horvat. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Garcia. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clock winds inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hogan. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Had to get rid of it quickly. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. And the Falcons come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Pine. Caught over the middle. It's Ridley. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. It's a draw. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And, man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced third and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you put them in a very predictable passing situation.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
And Navy will go back on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The midshipman looking for a chunk play on third and long. Looking for a man. It's Horvat. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. On the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete. Navy needs to come up with a big play on third and long. Motion from the back. Here comes the option. Quick toss. There he goes. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. Defense didn't have the personnel it needed. They call a timeout. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. The midshipmen move the sticks with that powerful running game. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Back to pass on 2nd down. Working that left side now. He'll step out of bounds at the 11. They love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. The running back has it. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
You know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Southern Miss is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles.
Makes the catch. It's Hogan.
They're trailing by 14 to South Alabama. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Pine. Hauls it in. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Second down coming up.
Back to pass. Unloads it left. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
Number 11.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
First part of the equation complete with the touchdown. Now the 2-point try if you want to make the deficit just a field goal. He's looking to throw. Swings it out to his running back. He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us.